The high-profile trial of Sean Diddy Combs gripped the nation for weeks. Allegations of racketeering, sex trafficking, and a cast of celebrity witnesses. But what was it really like inside that jury box? Here's what I learned. First, alternate jurors follow the trial just as closely as the main panel. For 7 weeks, this juror took meticulous notes, listened to every word, and kept an open mind, even though they didn't actually vote on the verdict. Their job? Be ready to step in at any moment and be just as prepared as anyone else. About the evidence, there was a lot, from graphic video footage to hours of testimony by key witnesses like Cassie Ventura, and Jane the juror told me Cassie's testimony was especially compelling and believable, while Jane's was emotional but had inconsistencies. The defense was quick to pick up on these, using tough cross-examinations and text messages to challenge the government's story. It worked, at least in raising reasonable doubt for some charges. Sex trafficking, in particular, proved hard to pin down. The juror explained that criminal trials demand proof beyond a reasonable doubt, a high bar. The evidence had to be airtight, and when it came to some of the charges, it just wasn't. Another insight: the judge's role was crucial. Jury instructions ran 61 pages, carefully breaking down complex laws and what jurors could and couldn't consider. The juror praised the judge's clarity and fairness, saying it kept everyone focused on the facts, not the headlines. What about Diddy's fame? Surprisingly, it didn't seem to sway the jury. The alternate juror said few on the panel had strong opinions about him beforehand, and all stuck strictly to the evidence. Being anonymous and following the judge's instructions helped keep the process impartial. And those missing witnesses? Some alleged co-conspirators never took the stand. The juror saw this as a strategic move by the government sometimes. Less is more. It's all about keeping the narrative tight and the evidence relevant. Finally, the most important takeaway verdicts aren't about gut feelings or media hype. This juror, like their peers, weighed every piece of evidence against strict legal standards. Even as an alternate, their insight highlights how our justice system, at least in this case, worked as intended. For more breakdowns like this, subscribe and stay tuned.